Hi, this is me, Jitu. I am the student of Chejohala University. Today I will be presenting on business model canvas shortly. You can see business model canvas channels. Now I describe one by one. First, customer segments. It is important for an entrepreneur to recognize from the onset that my target customer is under no automatic obligation to buy my product or service. However, every business that wants to remain viable must appeal to the target customer segment or face a long and slow dissolution. By matching my customer segment to my value proposition, I can achieve a more lucrative revenue streams. It is a fundamental for an organization to understand the trade-off between different customer segments and carefully select which segment it wants to target. Then the organization must create a value proposition and employ a business model best suited to serving their chosen customer segments needs. So, example, the customer groups have a particular need which justifies the creation of product to match these needs, and the group needs a separate distribution channel to be reached. The group require relationships of different kinds, and there is a very clear difference in the level of profitability each group represents for the organization, and each consumer group feels strongly enough to pay for different version of the product or service and tailor to their preference. And value proposition. The value proposition canvas is a great tool for understanding how customers make decisions and therefore help us create offers that they will find appealing. Value proposition needs to be in the language of the customers. It should join the conversation that's already going on in the customer's mind. To do that, I need to know the language our customers use to describe our offering and how they benefit from it. Next, channels. The channels building block describe how a company communicates with a reach its customer segments to deliver its value proposition. It is important to understand which pathway or channel is best for our company to reach our customers. Blue is the brief description that will help us in the finding right mix of channels to satisfy how to customers wants to be reached. First, raising awareness among customers about company's products and service. Second, helping customers evaluate a company's value proposition. Number 3, allowing customers to purchase specific products and service. Number 4, delivering a value proposition to customers. And last, providing post-purchase customer support. And customer relationships. We interviewed 30 customers to get an idea of what the best method to get their attention and acquire them as a customer would be, as well as get an idea of what kind of programs and incentives would help keep our customers coming back. From our data, we conclude that loyalty cards and discounts would be the best way to keep our customers coming back, and social media and word of mouth were the best channels to acquire our customers. And revenue streams. A revenue stream is the building block presenting the cash a company generates from each customer segment. Most business needs at least one great revenue stream to earn money. Revenue streams can be generated in many different ways, and I can use a mix of these different ways for our company, like sale of physical product and use fee, subscription fee, lending, rental, leasing, brokerage fees, advertising, and last volume and until selling. And key research. When I ask entrepreneurs what resource they need, most of them say that they need money or capital, as we call it business jargon. However, they usually leave out other resources that are sometimes more important than capital. The resources are needed to create value for our customers. They are considered our assets and they are needed to sustain and support our business. These resources can be categorized into four main categories. I will give a concept of example. If we produce handbags, we will need to have workspace, machines to stitch, people to manage the machines, and materials like fabric, thread, and zips, and money to keep the operation going. We may also need to protect our handbags and could, for example, build a strong brand that customers related to us and our business. And key activities. The process I advocate when it comes to assessing the key activities of our business is to look at the related business model canvas blocks. While any of the blocks are fair game when looking for key activities, I believe there are two blocks that require our special attention. Since key activities are primarily a bridge between our value proposition and our customer segments, we will want to look long and hard at our channels and customer relationship when coming up with our key activities. For example, is when it comes to delivery today, next day, and prime delivery, and even drone deliveries are shortening the time between purchasing and receiving the product in our hands, making the delivery of its channels a key activities to difference Amazon from other online e-commerce sites. And key partners. In business, our key partners are the relationship that our business has with other business to ensure our business model will be successful. The most obvious key partnerships are related to our supply chain. When we think about it, most companies are simply a link in a much larger value chain. Let's consider buying a new car. There are literally thousands of key partnership relationships that made the car happen. If we are the car manufacturer, our key partners are the companies that make the tires, rims, and brakes. Moreover, if we are the tire company, we have key partnership with rubber suppliers and the steel company that supply you with the steel cords used to manufacture tires. Each link in the supply chain has key partners that help the company do what it does. And cost structure. We were blessed with two accounts in our team. If I have to make one recommendation, it's get yourself an account. In this phase, we want to focus on the possibility of alternatives, make versus buy, lease versus own, and equipment possibilities, and etc. One unique aspect of cost structure is that it significantly annoying. Finding industry average is just the beginning. This is the part of the BMC where you all source most of our key resources from negotiated or tireless effort, and only to the find that cost to lease a building that's been the backbones for our business ideas can't be sustained by our revenue streams and well have to nearly start from scratch. On the bright side, there are almost always cheaper or more effective alternatives, so keep doing. In order to gain an understanding of what our cost structure should be, we created an expense model. We formed a spreadsheet consisting of estimated for all the cost we would reasonably expect to incur, both startup and requiring cost. Thank you. Have a nice day.